magic how we can go back and appreciate things, you know? I can hear the arguments. I can hear the complaints. But you know what? One doesn't work without the other. And in truth, sometimes it be a person that you don't expect to tell you something that you truthfully need to hear. So let's venture. Let's venture back. It's King's work, man. L's up. Yo, man. So, not coming up here right now. I honestly am dealing with like a lightweight cold because for some fucking reason it's supposed to be springtime and it's raining in this bitch. Clearing up though. You know what I'm saying? It's shit's from like yesterday, so it's still kind of here, but I'm clearing up. So anyway, I seen something the other day and I was like, oh wow, this is interesting. So most people don't like Don King because, you know, they feel he played Mike Tyson. And even though, like I said, you can't have one without the other. It's like Don King is the reason that Mike got the exposure that he did. He was a good promoter. You know what I'm saying? Maybe dirty on the checkbook, but a good promoter nevertheless. So anyway, he said something at a Trump rally like 7 years ago. And I think it slipped past everybody. I don't think anybody get what he said. So he's calling everybody a Negro until he gets to a certain until he gets to a certain subject matter. He slips and says niggas. I think the Indians need to listen to this. It's very interesting.
I said, if you're poor, you are a poor Negro. I would use the N-word. But if you're rich, you are a rich Negro. If you are intelligent, intellectual, you're an intellectual Negro. If you are dancing and sliding and gliding, nigga,
He said I would use the N-word, but the N-word is nigger. He didn't say that for the dancing, sliding, and gliding. He said nigga. Run that back. I told y'all, you gotta follow these motherfuckers. Because everybody will say, oh, Trump not innocent. You be a damn fool if you think he not initiated. I never said he wasn't. I never said the nigga wasn't a fucking Mason. I never said nothing like that. I don't believe Trump is a bad Mason. I believe he's a good one. But raising these people up, because you got to remember, you know what I'm saying? This is 7 years ago. So Don King old as hell. He didn't went through his boxing phase. He didn't went through his ups and downs in life. You know what I'm saying? Maybe, you know, he's starting to see something. I'm not talking about the Indian thing. I'm talking about the spell that they put these people in. Listen.
I said, if you're poor, you are a poor Negro. I would use the N-word. But if you're rich, you are a rich Negro. If you are intelligent, intellectual, you're an intellectual Negro. If you are dancing and sliding and gliding, nigga, Negro.
Now, he said if you're poor, you're a poor Negro. I would use the N-word. So being poor is a nigger, because you not using your capabilities and your mind state here to rise up. Makes sense. But then he keeps going. You know what I'm saying? If you're intellectual, you're an intellectual Negro. You know what I'm saying? If you a dancing, sliding nigga, oh, my bad, Negro. I don't think he slipped on that. I think he purposely said that. And I'm running again.
I said, if you're poor, you are a poor Negro. I would use the N-word. But if you rich,
because poor doesn't have to just mean broke. It can mean it in the etymology of poor, which is broke, which means what? It works poorly. You know what I'm saying? It's inefficient. You dig? So poor doesn't always just mean, financially poor. It could mean wear and tear, or it could mean design. Like it's designed poorly. You know what I'm saying? He said, I call it the N-word.
I said, if you're poor, you are a poor Negro. I would use the N-word. But if you're rich, you are a rich Negro. If you are intelligent, intellectual, you're an intellectual Negro. If you are dancing and sliding and gliding, Negro.
Dancing, sliding and gliding, athletes and entertainers. Nigga. Oh, my bad, Negro. What have y'all noticed about this whole thing? He said African once. Let's say that again. He didn't say African once. Not one time did he use that terminology.
You niggas still fucking talking. You niggas still breathing. Fucking roaches. All right.
This just stood out to me. Just like Trump, they don't look like Indians to me. Just like Biden, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. This stood out to me. It's like if you were a poor Negro, I could use the N-word. If you are rich, you're a rich Negro. If you book smart, then you're an intellectual Negro. And if you're a dancing, sliding, gliding nigga, oh, my bad, Negro. That just sticks out.
I said, if you're poor, you are a poor Negro. I would use the N-word. But if you're rich, you are a rich Negro. If you are intelligent, intellectual, you're an intellectual Negro. If you are dancing and sliding and gliding, Negro.
Come on, man. That don't stick out to y'all. Like, not even a little bit, just a little bit. Like, that doesn't make you just like, what the fuck does that mean? Okay, the Indians is out here talking all this Negro stuff. They keep saying they're not African, but they'll use the terminology of Negro to refer to who they're talking about, just like Indian. I keep telling people, the older we get, the more you got to decipher what's being told, what's being spoken to you. And it's like, for him to use that terminology, he didn't use African American. He could have said African American, bro. It was only 7 years ago. He just said African American. Why is he using this at a Republican rally? Why does he keep saying that word? He keeps saying Negro. He keep referring to somebody else. He could have said colored. He could have said black. He could have said African. He could have said African American. For some weird reason, he keeps going to this terminology that we keep telling you. If you just research enough, you'll find other things that are linking you back to this land. And since I keep telling people, the first out of these parties to let these melanated beings do whatever they wanted to do freely. And then they got killed off by some Democrat Klan motherfuckers. It's like, you gotta say something to yourself, like, what did Don King really mean by that? Why is he saying it like that? And why the fuck would he be with Trump? And Trump's so fucking racist. I don't understand. It makes no sense. Who are these sellouts that y'all keep calling sellouts, but y'all was cool with? But then now you're not cool with. And then when you listen to these so-called sellouts, they sound way more intelligent than you, whining about something that you have not gained any gold from whining about. All that slave talk, that whining, that racism talk, you have not achieved nothing from it. You only made moves when you weren't even acknowledging it, when you were doing your own thing. And it had nothing to do with selling poison. It had nothing to do with fighting each other. It had nothing to do with ignorance. It had nothing to do with that. We got to rise. We got to see more. I appreciate your time. Appreciate you joining me. Y'all have a good, safe night, man. Because Friday's going to be a beautiful day. Like every day.